Welcome to our Asian Star Trend channel. Today we have the following: Lin Gengxin was photographed, and Zhao Liying was caught in the crossfire? Why did the fans of Dengxin CP lose control? Zhao Liying and Lin Gengxin, beloved on-screen duo, caught in real-life romance storm. Zhao Liying and Lin Gengxin, who have captivated audiences with their unforgettable chemistry in hit dramas Princess Agents and The Legend of Shen Li, have long been celebrated as one of the most iconic on-screen pairings in Chinese television. Their portrayal of the Xingyu couple remains etched in fans' hearts, with a loyal fanbase still passionately supporting them years after their collaborations, despite maintaining a low profile off-screen and consistently referring to each other as just friends. Their interactions, however subtle, have continued to spark buzz. CP couple pairing fans have clung to the dream of their off-screen romance, fueling online discussions and fan-created content. However, a recent sighting has sent shockwaves through fandoms. Lin Gengxin was photographed flower shopping at Shanghai's Hongqiao Flower Market, accompanied by rumored girlfriend Shi Ruai. The cozy outing quickly went viral, igniting a whirlwind of speculation. What poured gasoline on the fire was a social media blunder. Shi Ruai allegedly accidentally liked a post involving Zhao Liying and Lin Gengxin CP content. CP fans, feeling betrayed, exploded with criticism and disbelief, accusing her of stirring unnecessary drama and disrespecting their beloved on-screen pairing. Although Zhao Liying has remained silent, her name has been dragged into the frenzy, unintentionally caught in a storm of fan wars and online debates. The incident highlights the intense emotional investment fans place in fictional relationships, and how easily the line between fantasy and reality can blur. As the dust settles, one thing remains clear: the legacy of Xingyu still burns bright. Even amid real-life turbulence, the situation escalated on March 26, when Shi Ruai accidentally liked a fan post on social media that speculated about a romantic relationship between herself and Lin Gengxin. Though the interaction was swiftly reversed, the damage had already been done. In a hasty attempt to clarify, she posted a denial, claiming she was in Beijing at the time and not with Lin Gengxin during the flower market sighting. However, instead of calming the waters, her explanation only fueled further controversy. Some netizens accused her of deliberately courting attention, with a faction of aggressive CP fans even alleging she was attempting to force her way into the spotlight by capitalizing on Lin's fame. Her comment section quickly turned into a battleground, flooded with angry remarks from fans who viewed her actions as opportunistic and disrespectful. These events reveal the razor-thin line celebrities, and those associated with them, walk in the digital age, where even a single like can ignite firestorms of public opinion. For CP fans deeply invested in the fictional romance between Zhao Liying and Lin Gengxin, any perceived intrusion into their imagined narrative can feel like a personal affront. While Lin Gengxin and Zhao Liying have remained silent, the intensity of fan reactions underscores a growing trend in celebrity culture, where fan communities wield immense power, capable of both elevating and overwhelming those in the spotlight. As speculation continues to swirl, the real-life drama has in some ways eclipsed the fictional tales that first brought these stars together. Whether this storm will pass or reshape public perception remains to be seen. In a surprising twist, the controversy took an even more bewildering turn as some Xingyu CPAs for Zhao Liying. She has remained entirely uninvolved throughout the saga, yet has somehow become collateral damage. Her name has been dragged into a situation she never participated in, prompting many to reflect on just how powerful, and at times toxic, CP culture can be. Observers point out that this phenomenon reflects a more extreme side of fandom, where certain fans blur the lines between fiction and reality. Deeply invested in the emotional arcs of on-screen couples, they project those romantic narratives onto the actors themselves, sometimes to the point of rejecting the stars' personal lives altogether. The inability to separate characters from the individuals who portray them has created an environment where any deviation from the fan-imagined storyline is met with resistance, even outrage. In Zhao Liying's case, her silence, once a sign of professionalism and discretion, has been interpreted by some as complicity or betrayal. But to many others, it's a sobering example of how easily public figures, especially women, can become targets of online hostility for simply choosing not to engage. Fans turn their frustration toward Zhao Liying herself. Despite her consistent silence and low-profile stance regarding her relationship with Lin Gengxin, a number of fans flooded her Weibo comment section, accusing her of playing along with CP hype while simultaneously failing to protect the CP. Some even demanded that she publicly respond to the situation. The logic behind these accusations has baffled many netizens and observers. Zhao Liying has never actively promoted or denied any romantic link with Lin Gengxin, choosing instead to focus on her career and maintain her privacy. Yet, in the face of this unexpected storm, she has become the target of unprovoked online hostility. Meanwhile, Lin Gengxin has chosen to remain silent, refraining from any public statements or clarifications. His silence has only added fuel to the speculation and further intensified the backlash directed at Zhao Liying, who now finds herself passively caught in the crossfire of fan drama and media frenzy. The unfolding situation highlights a troubling aspect of fan culture, where the line between admiration and obsession can blur, and the emotional weight of fictional relationships can manifest as real-world hostility. It also raises important questions about the responsibilities of public figures versus the expectations placed on them by fan communities. As the dust has yet to settle, one thing remains painfully clear: in this whirlwind of rumors, romance, and digital outrage, Zhao Liying has become an unwilling scapegoat, silent, yet fiercely scrutinized amid the flurry of public speculation and fan discourse. Lin Gengxin has continued to uphold his signature silence. He has neither confirmed nor denied the dating rumors, maintaining a deliberately ambiguous stance. While this no-comment approach leaves room for fans to continue indulging in their fantasies, particularly those still invested in the Xingyu CP, it has also placed his rumored girlfriend at the center of a prolonged media and fan-driven storm. Industry insiders suggest that such ambiguity may be a strategic move. By avoiding definitive statements, Lin not only protects his personal image but also sidesteps the risk of alienating fanbases whose loyalty often hinges on their idol's perceived romantic availability. It's a delicate balance many celebrities tread, where silence can serve as both shield and sword. However, this calculated restraint has not gone without criticism. Many voices online argue that his refusal to clarify the situation has indirectly subjected those around him, especially Shiruai and Zhao Liying, to unwarranted scrutiny and emotional strain. Critics have accused him of lacking accountability, suggesting that his inaction allows others to take the fall while he remains insulated. As the drama unfolds, it lays bare the double-edged nature of public personas in the entertainment world. Every move or lack thereof is analyzed, and silence, though safe, can speak volumes. As for Zhao Liying, she has remained entirely uninvolved throughout the saga, yet has somehow become collateral damage. Her name has been dragged into a situation she never participated in, prompting many to reflect on just how powerful, and at times toxic, CP culture can be. Observers point out that this phenomenon reflects a more extreme side of fandom, where certain fans blur the lines between fiction and reality. Deeply invested in the emotional arcs of on-screen couples, they project those romantic narratives onto the actors themselves, sometimes to the point of rejecting the stars' personal lives altogether. The inability to separate characters from the individuals who portray them has created an environment where any deviation from the fan-imagined storyline is met with resistance, even outrage. In Zhao Liying's case, her silence, once a sign of professionalism and discretion, has been interpreted by some as complicity or betrayal. But to many others, it's a sobering example of how easily public figures, especially women, can become targets of online hostility for simply choosing not to engage. The frenzy of CP economy, the helplessness of celebrities, the on-screen chemistry between Zhao Liying and Lin Gengxin has never been a coincidence. From Princess Agents to the Legend of Shen Li, their joint projects consistently spark massive online buzz, translating into staggering commercial returns, reportedly exceeding 2.3 billion yuan in value. Their pairing is a textbook example of the booming CP economy, a strategy increasingly favored by entertainment platforms and investors. This model thrives on cultivating romantic narratives between on-screen couples, extending the illusion well beyond the drama's finale. Even after the credits roll, behind-the-scenes footage, joint interviews, and fan-driven speculation keep the CP flame alive, driving traffic, views, and revenue. In such an ecosystem, a line between performance and persona becomes intentionally blurred for profit, but behind the glossy fan edits and trending hashtags lies a more sobering reality. When fantasy begins to encroach on real lives, the consequences can be emotionally taxing. For actors like Zhao Liying and Lin Gengxin, this means constantly navigating a public eager to turn fiction into fact, regardless of their personal boundaries. The very system that elevates stars through romantic illusions also leaves them exposed. Under the weight of fan expectations and media manipulation, even silence becomes a statement, and every move, a potential controversy. In the end, the CP economy may bring visibility and profit, but for the stars caught in its web, it often comes at the cost of peace, privacy, and, sometimes, fairness. Though the storm has gradually begun to subside, this incident has once again highlighted the powerful influence of on-screen CP culture in the entertainment industry. It also reflects a growing ambiguity in the public's understanding of where the boundary lies between a celebrity's public persona and their private life. For actors, the greatest challenge may no longer be portraying love on screen, but rather, managing the expectations that follow them off-screen. Navigating the fine line between character and reality requires grace, discretion, and increasingly, resilience. And for fans, perhaps the truest form of support lies not in fantasy, but in respect. Admiring an artist's work while giving them space to live authentically may be the most sincere way to show love in an age where fiction too often spills into real life.